Hey guys, it's Ben. It's Sunday now, and Outlaw Nights is still on Indiegogo, still going strong. We are about 17% funded. As you can guess, I'd like to keep that going. So if you haven't backed Outlaw Nights yet, please go ahead, click on the link in the description below. You won't be disappointed, I promise. So yeah, not a heck of a lot going on, entertainment wise. I've been kind of, breathing, eating, and sleeping Outlaw Nights for the most part. I've been playing a little bit of games before bed, every night. I replayed Skyrim a bit. Good game, really classic good game. It's one of those things where I've played it so much before that I get bored of it fairly easily nowadays. But that's kind of, I feel kind of stuck in that because, really we haven't had a game really knock it out the park yet. In the past 2 years, I would say, at least 2 years. I think like the last game that wasn't Final Fantasy or anything that I got really excited about, I think it was Fallout 76, but I can't remember very well. But I didn't even buy it. Because when it came out, number one, when it came out that it was going to be an MMO RPG, that immediately soured my taste. I don't know if I'm super popular with this opinion, but I don't like MMO RPGs. I don't like anything that's based around being online. I like having online features to a game. I think a lot of online features are cool. I like to play some of them. But I don't like it when the whole game requires you to be online and all that. It bugs me for multiple reasons. One, it's a life consumer, meaning chances are if you start an MMORPG, you're not really going to have a social life, unless you count that TeamSpeak thing, which I don't. Two, the fact that MMORPGs are designed to where there's no ending, there's no end game, there's no, okay, this is the final boss, okay, we saved the world, okay, we saved whoever from whatever. You never reach that point. It's always, oh, that's one crisis averted, but now we got a new crisis coming. Oh, you got that crisis done? Cool. Pay $30, you're gonna get another crisis. Yeah, like, it is the most obvious cash grab grift, in my opinion. I know that technically doesn't count as a grift because you are getting something for your money, but it's the fact that it's like we can't, you can't just pay one price and get a full game anymore. You have to, supplement it with a bunch of other things that they charge whatever the hell they want to charge for it. I don't like that. I'm not big on that kind of stuff. If you'll notice, this is somewhat of a non sequitur, but it's kind of related. On the Outlaw Nights page, you'll notice I don't really have a bunch of extras. I don't have a bunch of stuff like. I think the only stretch goal we're doing is at the 10,000 mark. We will add posters and some trading cards. But that's about it. Mostly because, number one, this is a brand new series. Nobody's heard of it before. So I find it kind of weird for me to have to ask people to buy merchandise for a story that they've never even read yet. You know, I find that kind of silly. And another thing is, you know, it's like I miss the simplicity of you know, the 90s and early 2000s of you want the game, or you want the game or the book or whatever, here it is for this price, get it. None of this extra foolishness that jacks up the price, none of any of this. Just you know, just give me the product itself, and then if I like the product, then do the extra fancy shit, you know? If people get into it, then do it. None of this premature, let's get ahead of it crap. So anyway, that was a slight non sequitur, but I think it relates to the whole, you know, this nickel and diming people in order to complete a story bothers me. That being said, I am willing to pay for some DLCs. Mostly things like Fallout 4 was a good example of something where I loved the DLCs from Fallout 4. They were all, they were all good. Every last one of them was good. Albeit I wish Nuka World had been a little more in depth, but I liked the Skyrim DLCs were gorgeous. You know, I do like some DLCs that add to the content of a story or to a game, but I don't like the fact that this is the standard. It shouldn't be. I think that you know, people need to work on completing the game for release. I know that's just me, I guess, but I don't know. I guess it's more like I miss simplicity. I miss like 1, 2, 3, let's do it, you know? It's like nowadays, you know, it's like we got all this different shit supplementing all these other variables and choices. It's like, just give me the game. Just give me the book. But yeah, I don't like MMORPGs. I don't like this constant, like, it's a never-ending story, and that's obviously those are what get opened up the most to these, you know, well, buy this expansion pack, buy this whatever pack, you know, because those things just keep going, you know. How many effing horror stories did you hear about of people, you know, getting into World of Warcraft and blowing like thousands upon thousands of dollars in this one game for like these little microtransaction things? No bueno, man. No bueno. Video games are awesome, but don't drain your life on them. You know, you gotta, you yourself are the main character of your own story, and if you let off the reins, if you pour everything you have into a virtual environment, you're not gonna be super happy when you get older. So, you know, that was kind of I guess a mini rant, but not really. It's just that right now, you know, in terms of specific games, I really don't have a lot to talk about. I thought, you know, Fallout 76 looked like a big letdown, and it ended up being an even bigger letdown than I was anticipating. You know, Elder Scrolls Online, there's another one. Wasn't super big on that. I played like the beginning of that, and it was entertaining, but again, you know, we got some really cool story in the beginning, and then we got the, well, now it's time to go wherever and blah blah blah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Outer Worlds, and I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk. But the number one meat and potatoes game that I am hoping will knock it out the park, because so far it hasn't let me down, the 7 remake. So that's what I've got on my horizons. If anybody knows of any other games coming out soon that might be good, go ahead and let me know. But I'm seeing slim pickings right now. Thank you so much for joining me for yet another car video. Remember, of course, Outlaw Nights. We are gonna be live for another 48 days, so let's get it going, because I'm hoping we can go in demand. I'd like to go in demand. Be sure, if you like anything I have to say, be sure to hit the like button or hit the subscribe button to subscribe to hear more about Outlaw Nights, to hear more about just my general perspective on entertainment, which, you know, take it or leave it. Also, yeah, well, that's it for that. Thank you so much for joining me again, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow.